This arrived today in a brilliantly orange package, and for once, as a Kickstarter backer, I did not get screwed by distance. In fact, I may be the closest backer, other than the people who work with the creator in Suwon, which is not too far from where I live. This is Worlds in Peril. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. We now pause for channel appreciation of bubble wrap. Thank you. This is Worlds in Peril. Some of you may have already seen the PDF, which has been around. This is the hardcover backers edition for this apocalypse world-powered superheroic game. Superheroic is a pretty good appellation for this particular game. Once you see inside, you'll know why. Now, as a part of the Under the Hood playlist, you know this will not be a review of the game, just a look inside for those who cannot do so or cannot do so yet. So, the back cover is really well designed, indicating the appropriate number of players and what equipment you might need. Bright colors, strong images. Worlds in Peril channels the powered by the apocalypse idea to bring superheroic role-playing to life. Good and consistent use of comic-style imagery is used for that effect throughout, including not just things like chapter headers or empty spaces on pages, but actually using the medium of a comic to provide new players with a real sense of how play works. Not only do we see the action that's unfolding at the table, we see the action that's unfolding at the table, the rolling of dice and the use of the system in order to bring the story out into the shared imagined space. I liked this as a form of, actual play example. Then moves into an overview of the game, moves through the player moves, basic moves, that sort of thing. And there's a good balance of text and art. Now it's single column throughout, so if you're intending on using the game on an e-reader of any kind, your phone, a tablet, whatever, depending on the size of that device, you may notice some issues, but I found that on my larger tablet, and for the most part on my phone, it sizes nicely on the screen. I think we're programmed to expect 2 columns, and I think a lot of software currently supports the idea of zooming in appropriately to 2 columns, but this is fine. The actual size of the book is a medium size, let's say, roughly the same size as Corporeal was when it came out. Pretty strong art throughout. Large font. You can see that the pages are nice and glossy. As we get into the system, the amount of art decreases, but the text doesn't get so heavy that it bogs you down in reading. And that is a quick look through World in Peril, or Worlds in Peril. I'll leave you with this stellar image to give you an idea of what kind of crap you and your heroes could get up to in the streets of the city.
But wait!
Just as a coda. Even if that piece of art doesn't inspire you to get up to all kinds of superhero hijinks, the book has you covered. What are the players going to do? Common stories and tropes in superhero comics are provided, and all in little bite-sized pieces to plant those seeds of creativity. Sometimes you need help, and of course, as a beginner, if you were to pick this game up as your first foray into role-playing games, a lot of support is provided to get your head going in the right direction. This may not end up being the game or the system that you enjoy forever, but it certainly won't do you any harm. So, Worlds in Peril, another successful Kickstarter by the group that brought us the Magician's language learning RPG. A little late, but one of those rare cases where you can actually say the delay was worthwhile.